going to highlight the key community dashboard metrics, city employee safety. These metrics support high-performing government 7.5, which is to foster a culture of safety and well-being across the city organization, and specifically offers 71.7, which is the safety and risk management programs and services. The safety vision for the city is to create the safest workplace in America, and the city really embodies that by supporting the concept that at the city, safety matters as much as getting the job done, which is a really important value that we instill from people from the day they start in new employee orientation. An overview of how we achieve this is through our programs. We have a variety of programs that reach out to people across the city. It's dependent on the work that they do. This includes confined space entry, trenching and excavation, and even safety in the design process as we develop the city, involving safety from the get-go so that we have, from day one, a safe organization. A key component of how we look at both leading and lagging indicators for our safety program is we have a program called near-miss reporting. And this is the story of what injury could have happened. This is the thing that almost hit you. This is the thing that sort of shot past you, but if you had been 2 inches over, could have been the injury. And this is a huge metric for us because this tells us of the hazards before they become an injury. And the intent is with the near-miss reporting is to gather that information and fix it before it becomes an injury. Injury and illness reporting is a lagging indicator, but it does tell us what injuries have happened, where they have happened, and that allows us to maybe prioritize some of our resources towards that. And incident reporting is the story of damage to or from city property. This could be vehicle accidents. This could be a situation where a resident has crashed into a light pole. This reporting tells us a larger story of the city and what's going on from a safety perspective. The primary component of our safety program is our safety partner program. So every department in the city has a partner assigned to them. This allows the safety partner to learn the department's specific safety needs and meet them. So this is partners go out and they observe people as they work. We have a picture here from a partner who is out working with streets to create both traffic lane markers, but also do it in a way that is safe for them. And this embedding the partner with the department really gives us a better perspective of how people truly do their work. The safety partners also serve as subject matter experts for the city. We have people who are specialists in trenching and excavation so that when we have groups like light and power and water field operations doing work where they have to dig down deep into the ground, we can provide the safety equipment necessary for them to do that in a way that they don't have to worry about that as they do their work. So we have 2 metrics that we're going to review. This one is the city's total recordable injury and illness rate, which we call TRIR. And for the sake of time, we're going to go with that. And this rate is the number of recordable incidents per 100 full-time employees in a 1-year period. This calculation and metric is one that is used across the country. It is an OSHA standard. And all the injuries that are reflected in this rate are what we call recordable. And what a recordable injury is anything that requires more than first aid. So first aid is a Band-Aid, maybe an ACE bandage, you've got a bruise and you don't really want care beyond that. A recordable injury is something that requires stitches or a broken bone, anything that is beyond that first aid care. The orange line that you see here is state and local governments across the United States and what their TRIR rate is. And we use that just as our benchmark to see where we are and how we compare. Ultimately, we are trying to drive this number down. And what this number reflects is the slight we have when we look at injuries, we look at the ones that are things that people report to us, but like that bruise don't need additional care. This is the rate of ones that are slightly more significant in terms of how injured the employee is. So this is a metric that we review. Again, it's a lagging indicator, and we use that to prioritize where we're going to focus training or programs or PPE or just additional focus for that group. So this is our days away restricted or transferred rate, or DART. And what this is this is a subset of TRIR, and these are the ones that are more significant. So this means that somebody has either had modified duty. So we have a bus driver who has hurt themselves and they can't drive a bus. And instead of driving the bus, they're doing paperwork, or they're doing safety inspections, or they're doing work that is not their traditional work. Or for the ones that are more significant, or somebody who has had surgery, those are lost days. So this is what that rate reflects. So this one will always be either equal or lower than the TRIR. And this is really the one that for us the efforts we've made to drive this down. We take a lot of pride in this one just because these are the significant ones. These are the ones that take people either away from their work or out of their work. So our contributors to success, I really have to emphasize the safety partner engagement with city departments has been enormous. The safety partners really create a level of credibility and understanding of what the program is, from somebody who is brand new, entry-level position, all the way up to the leader of that department. And that buy-in, that understanding, and really the ability to tailor and customize what safety equipment needs, training that we can provide to those groups. Management of the worker compensation claims with a focus on return to work. What this does is we spend a lot of time looking throughout the city, not just the department the affected employees in, but where can we send people so that they're still working? And there's a lot of data out there that shows that people who are returned to work, even in modified duty, come back to work sooner. They close their cases faster, which means that they have a better outcome than folks that don't come back to work and who stay at home and really miss that connection of work. And the city has an environment where that connection, I think, really drives the recovery of folks come back and resume their regular work. Improved communication with managers and supervisors in the city. This is something that we have worked hard on in the last several years, just not only to explain the program and how it works, but also to, like I was talking about, get their buy-in and participation and support. We're not there all the time. So when it comes down to those in the morning tailboard talks or discussions before work, it's those supervisors, it's those managers who really help reinforce the safety expectations of the city. Increased safety reporting. This is a big push that we've done over the last year, and this gives us more data. It gives us more information. It tells us where to look and where to focus our efforts. And then continuous process improvement. Safety changes as the jobs change, so there is nothing static about this program. And having a continuous process improvement program, we utilize FC Lean quite a bit, really helps us to stay consistent with the work that is being done throughout the city. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.